What up, world? Um, whatever corner of the world that you coming from, man. Moviepilot.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, my Instagram bio. I just saw a Trainwreck. It stars Amy Schumer, Bill Hader, Colin Quinn, Brie Larson, John Cena, LeBron James. Um, some funny cameos. Tilda Swinton. It's directed by Judd Apatow. If you're not familiar with Judd Apatow, man, I don't know if you're just not a comedy fan, man, because he's done like at least two of the best comedies of the past 10 years, man. 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up. He's also directed Funny People, and This Is 40. This is his fifth movie, obviously. It stars Amy Schumer, who plays Amy, and she basically like really listens to her dad's advice when she's really little. Follows his example to an extent, and doesn't commit to one dude. Like that's how I'll put it without being mean. She doesn't commit to one dude, and she doesn't get emotional, get in, get out. You know, she has rules to an extent, and then she's all business, she's all work, and at the same time she's got her sister and her dad. Her sister's Brie Larson, her dad's Colin Quinn, and they're going through some shit. And then she gets pushed into this assignment by Tilda Swinton, her boss, who is damn near unrecognizable. And on this assignment is where she meets Bill Hader. He's a sports doctor, surgeon, whatever you want to call him. They interact. They interact a little more personal than she expected, I guess. And then they build a relationship, and you just watch her deal with these new emotions and new feelings that she's not used to experiencing. And overall, I would say it's a good movie. There's this monologue or whatever to with her dad, and like her and her sister are real young, and then it kind of like goes right into something a little more serious with them, and I think it took me out of it comedically for a bit, and then I don't know. I don't know, when I started laughing like real hard. I didn't laugh as hard or as much as I wanted to overall. And the John Cena shit is funny as hell. LeBron crushed it for the part he had. Like, I didn't expect his character to be like that. Like, he was him, but he was like a fictionalized version of him. The Downton Abbey shit was funny as hell. The way like his relationship with Bill Hader was so funny, but I mean, it doesn't like take over the movie or anything. Like, man, Amy Schumer, like, she did good. She was funny. She had like, I don't know, there would just be a conversation, and she would like just sneak in a little sarcastic, witty comment that got a couple laughs. I've seen her in either, like, I want to say the Charlie Sheen roast, maybe the Roseanne roast, and she was hilarious. And I've seen some of her stand up, and it's cool. Like, I laughed at some of it, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, stop talking because I'm laughing so hard. And then I've seen like a skit or two on Inside Amy Schumer, and that shit wasn't funny at all to me. But I mean, she was funny in this, man. She was a good lead character, and Bill Hader crushed it for being the leading man for what I think is the first time. I don't think he's been. I don't think he's had this big a role in a comedy that I can think of, man. I know he was just in the Skeleton Twins, but from what I hear, that was more of a drama. But Colin Quinn was good, Brie Larson was good, but at the same time, like, I think I left the theater wanting a little more, wanting like a little more straight comedy, man. Like, I know the 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up dealt with issues, but those movies were so funny. Like, I can't explain how hard I laughed watching those two movies 8 years later. And then it got like, not at the very end, but toward the end, it got a little dramatic, a little too dramatic than I expected, I guess. There's one just weird scene that you have to like. I guess they have to show that like, okay, she's hit rock bottom. You know what I mean? But it was just weird. If her social interaction with the opposite sex is what makes her a train wreck, and her recreational habits, then I get that. But I mean, she has a good job, and or maybe the train wreck moment is the weird moment when they showed that she hit rock bottom, perhaps. But you know, it's a Judd Apatow movie, so in the end, it did start to feel like it ran a little long. Um, and as far as his direction, like it was good, man. I think he's a really good director. I'm surprised that he didn't try to force Leslie Mann in. You know, his wife. She's been in all his movies, so I'm surprised that she wasn't like in some random role, like in the role that you could say Marissa Tomei had. I'm surprised that wasn't Leslie Mann. And then there wasn't the Judd Apatow Everybody Loves Raymond reference that we got in 40-Year-Old Virgin, that we got in Knocked Up, and that we got in Funny People. We didn't get it in This Is 40 though, so maybe he's done with that. At the end of the day, man, in my opinion, I will say that Trainwreck is dope. I had issues with it, like I said, but it's not a bad movie. I laughed. I enjoyed most of it. So have you seen Trainwreck? Are you a fan of Amy Schumer? Did you like Trainwreck if you saw it? If you want Instagram, if you want Facebook, man, tag me in your ticket stubs, man. Once you go see this movie, you know, tag me in your ticket stubs. If you don't know where I'm at, man, wait for the end of the video. You just know where to find me. I'm gonna see Ant-Man tomorrow. Can't wait for that. Next week is Pixels and Southpaw, and the week after that, Vacation comes out on Wednesday. Mission Impossible comes out Friday. I'm looking forward to all those movies, man. Uh, Find me where y'all find me, like I always say. Peace.